Hello, my name is Melvin Bautista. I'm with Hyundai Product Planning. Today we're here in Miami for the all-new Palisade Media Drive. You're looking at today the XRT Pro model, where this is our off-road capable vehicle. We added more mechanical enhancements for off-road capability, as well as some visual cues to give the off-road adventurer the perfect vehicle. For the all-new Palisade, you could see it's all-new exterior, all-new redesign, but you could see it's a much taller hood, taller fenders. The A-pillars are more upright to give it a more SUV profile. So on the Palisade, on all the models, one of the things that you'll see is it's got a very unique LED light strip that's going all the way across, and you got some grille treatment unique for almost all the 7 different models that we have available for the Palisade. For the XRT, you could see some of the off-road capable items. We have front and rear tow recovery hooks that are functional, that you can get pulled out if you get stuck in any situation. For the XRT model, some of the unique things you'll see where we got 18-inch alloy wheels and we've got all-terrain tires. You have certain treatment along the side fenders as well, but you could see even with all the Palisades, you have a taller hood, you have very defined lines going from the front all the way to the rear. As you get to the exterior, you see there's certain elements on the XRT, for example, like gloss black. You got gloss black kind of going all around the side of the vehicle as well, to give it that more sporty kind of rugged look to it. What you're looking at for the XRT is we have some aftermarket accessories that we put on the vehicle just to give a sense of what the vehicle can do while you're going out off-road camping or just on off-road drives. In the new Palisade, one of the things that you'll notice is we have this very unique kind of furniture-like dash design all throughout the vehicle, but basically you can see how you have integrated dual 12.3-inch displays. You have very intuitive controls for all the navigation and audio system, as well as the HVAC systems as well. One of the cool things on the XRT Pro is there's this off-road function where it gives you some telemetry information, like the pitch and roll when you're going off-road, and it gives you some of the temperatures. But it's a really cool way to just kind of demonstrate and give you information that you need while you're outside driving, you know, on off-road areas. And then some of the other great features that you see here that's pretty much standard on everything is, like I said, you have a 12.3-inch navigation system. We have 100-watt USB charge ports. You have a wireless charger. You have a lot of storage with the center console. One of the cool things you see this design here, it's actually functional where you could rest your wrist and you could access all these things while you're driving. It's a little bit harder if you don't have this while you're driving because the car's moving, so it's harder to pinpoint. But with this kind of rest area, you're able to really precisely touch the information that you need. One of the things that I want to talk about is this shift-by-wire shifter mechanism that we have here. One of the benefits that we have by moving it up here is it frees up all this space and you're able to get kind of dual levels of storage uniquely placed here. But it's very convenient. You know, you could shift. Basically, I have my foot down. You go forward for drive, back for reverse, and then you hit park. You also have the engine start button here. Now, it's very easy in a sense once you get used to it that you're here for the same motion where you're going to shift it, but you also start the button as well. On the XRT Pro model, we have this ground view monitoring system where it gives you a front view of the vehicle so that when you're going off-road and it's hard to see, you're able to do that. In addition to that, you have the surround view camera as well. So if you go into reverse, you get the 360 as well as, you know, just the visuals that you get with the camera. One of the new designs that we have is this steering wheel here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. What's really cool is it has these 4 dots here that actually light up. When you're in reverse, it turns red. When you're driving, it turns white. But 4 dots in Morse code means Hyundai. But you can see how we've kind of redesigned the steering wheel, much more intuitive. It's a thicker steering wheel, and so you got all the intuitive buttons all within reach here. Some of the things that you'll find, especially in this XRT Pro, is unique badging or certain callouts for that. So if you take a look at the dash, you can see there's an XRT badge there. We also have one on the headrest and also badging all around the vehicle to show that XRT nameplate. One of the things on the Palisade that we have here on several of our models, we have a conventional sunroof that we offer up front. As you get into, for example, the limited and the calligraphy trims, you also get a panoramic open glass in the back as well that you're able to close and open the sunshade. In this particular model where you have the sunroof equipped, one of the other really convenient items that we have here is you can actually open the shade for some light, but also for the rear passengers, you have all the HVAC controls here. And where it's applicable, this vehicle has, you know, the tri-zone AC climate control. But you can see if you get to the other trim models, you have ventilated seats, you have heated seats that are controlled through here, and then you also have the third row, switches as well to control there. And talking about the seats, a few things I want to point out that are really cool. You could see here, you have the 100-watt USB-C charging ports on both sides. On the XRT, you have some unique material on the seating that gives it kind of like off-road or terrain kind of design on it. So just some little details that we give for all of the models just to give some uniqueness to it. So standard on the Palisade, especially on our entry model, we have the second row bench, which you get a maximum capacity of 8 passengers. As you move up to other models, there are certain vehicles that get, for example, captain's chairs where it's a 7-passenger, but it's really convenient in the sense that you can just crawl through the middle and get to the third row as well. Compared to the previous one, this vehicle has actually grown in all dimensions from the exterior as well as the interior. One of the things that's key is the 2.7-inch wheelbase that's been increased. What that allows us to do is give better passenger room and cargo room in the second and third row, but in addition to that, the cargo space is also increased. One of the unique things with the Palisade, especially on the calligraphy, it has power third row seats where you're able to recline it, you're able to move it fore and aft, so really convenient, flexible, where you could create more passenger space or cargo space depending on what's needed. Standard on the all-new Palisade, we have a 3.5 liter 287 horsepower engine. It's a V6 engine, made it to an 8-speed transmission. One of the other things that's all new for the Palisade is we are offering a hybrid powertrain now that's just about shipping out to dealers now, and it's available. That is a 2.5 turbo hybrid system delivering 329 horsepower and up to 34 miles per gallon and over 600 miles of driving range. That is a remarkable number that I think is going to put the Palisade in a great place. From a pricing standpoint, one of the things that we really wanted to focus on with the all-new Palisade is having a starting price of under $40,000, which is remarkable in this segment. And as you move up to, for example, the XRT Pro trim, you're looking at a little bit under $50,000, and then topping out with the calligraphy, it tops out at about $54,000 for the front-wheel drive model. Yeah, so in closing for the all-new Palisade, we really tried to deliver uncompromised safety for our customers. We wanted to give really family-oriented convenience, and we also wanted to give practical and usable technology to the customers while also keeping them as safe as we can with our safety suite of features that are available. So with the all-new Palisade, really excited. We have our first XRT Pro that we're offering with off-road capability, and then we're going to be offering our hybrid very soon, which is available now, but delivering a great balance of power and efficiency, which is usually what you can't find much in a hybrid system.